There you go.
Well, thanks for that great welcome. Have you, can you see this
Yep,
speech?
they can see it.
You're going to advance it?
We can see it.
You want to
We
talk
can
about
see it.
Okay. Well, this is a speech for Toastmasters Club 2032, which I joined in 1998 and used to compete with Arnie, who joined that same year for Oz and Ums. And I will forward this. So, knowing that what we language can influence the directions we take, statements like would have and could have and should have are useless after the facts because what we language can affect our behavior. Used to is an expression that we elders iterate far too often as we face the inevitable changes that come with aging. I used to be able to sleep through the night or more than 2 or 3 hours at a time instead of being awakened by my bladder pressure telling me I have to go. Where? To the bathroom, of course. I used to not need the spell and grammar check when I write pieces like this, but now I'm dependent on it. And I used to blow dry my lifelong thin hair with a thickener on it, but since it hardly looks different in Zoom close-ups, I rarely do that anymore. I used to not need closed captions to watch movies or TV or even Toastmasters series. But without expensive hearing aids, I need them to understand even when talking personally to anyone and where I can half read their lips. That's Katie from Schitt's Creek. And that's a random post hearing aid. I used to have a slide of the hearing aid and it didn't seem to be in there. So I used to be able to remember actors in movies long after I'd seen them. But now I look for updates on them and see how old they are or if they're still alive. Jerry Scheinfeld is 63. There he is in his 20s when he was doing that series that we watch still at the end of the day when we've had too much hard work and we want something funny. You can always find it on an old Scheinfeld show. And Michael Douglas, oh my, is he gorgeous. He is on the cover of our magazine, the Association for Retired Citizens. And his father was Kirk Douglas, famous article. And he's now 76 and still performing. And Robert Redford, oh, doesn't he look great in that unclothed movie? He's now 84 and quite a philanthropist, has a foundation that gives money to homeless people. And Jane, I love Jane Fonda still at 83. She's one of the things she's least proud of. She has written 4 biographies. One autobiography is a movie called Barbarella, which was a kind of half porn, half movie there. And one of the other things she's least proud of is that slide of her on top of a cannon straddling it. That's probably some of you have seen. And in her biographies, she has said she's very sorry that she did that. Let's see. I used to enjoy looking at actresses like Nicole Kidman, now 53, or Meryl Streep, now 71. Isn't she beautiful? Or Goldie Hawn, now 75. But now I'm wondering how they made their faces wrinkle-free. Was it Botox? Was it plastic surgery? I just saw a Johnny Depp movie, and looking at his early episodes, you can tell that these men must also have things that keep their skin wrinkle-free. It could be Botox, could be plastic surgery, or maybe they're just very lucky they look that good when they're this old. So let's take care of our bodies so that aging well happens and we don't have to use these Usetas. Remember the Bob Hope song, Thanks for the Memories? Well, we want to avoid the end as long as we can. So savor your memories and you won't have to use these Usetas. Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster.